Hi friends, so now I'm here to continue this what is called chemical kinetics. So as you can see in that chemical kinetics A, and this one is called what? This is continuation of chemical kinetics. And please make sure you share this video, share it to your friend, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, so what is collision theory? Collision theory, normal everybody is supposed to understand the meaning of what? Collision. As you can see that collision means when two or more objects collide together, and but because it depends on the materials that are colliding together, this aspect is known as what? Collision theory in what? In chemistry. Now as you can see that we have to state the collision theory. We said collision theory states that, you understand, collision theory of Arrhenius theory. It means the person that stated the collision theory is called Arrhenius. As you can see, we have it here that the collision theory of Arrhenius theory is the most universal accepted. It means they accept this particular theory of Arrhenius. They accept it in the what? In the whole universe. The law states that in a reaction system, particles move about at different speed as they possess a certain minimum reactant. Particles must possess a certain minimum amount of what? Energy. It means that this particular aspect, now if they are telling us that before any chemical reaction can occur, that particular reaction must what? Must contain minimum amount of energy. Now you know that the minimum amount of energy required before a reaction can occur, you call it what? Activation energy. The energy that make reaction to occur is called what? Activation energy. But the energy that do not make reaction to occur is called what? Is called energy barrier. Now before the reaction can occur, it means that the activation energy must greater than the what? It must greater than the energy barrier. So when the activation energy greater than the energy barrier, the reaction will what? Will occur. Now as you can see, now when I said that certain minimum amount of reactant particles must possess a certain minimum amount of energy. Do you understand? It means that before the reaction can occur, it must what? It must possess a certain minimum amount of energy, which is activation energy. Now, reaction occur when activation energy is greater than what? Energy barrier. As you can see, it means that the activation energy must greater than the what? Must greater than the energy barrier for the reaction to what? To occur. But when the energy barrier is greater than the what? Activation Greater than the activation energy, it will lead to what? Activation complex. So that is it. So that is the meaning of what? Collision theory. Now as you can see in the chemical kinetic, the one I posted, like I said, the study of factor affecting rate of chemical reaction is called reaction kinetics. And it means when you are talking about the factor affecting rate of chemical reaction, the study of factor affecting rate of chemical reaction is called what? Reaction kinetics. Then what are the factors affecting rate of chemical reaction? Now number one here we have what is called concentration. Concentration is one of the factor affecting rate of what? Chemical reaction. How do you know that concentration is affecting rate of chemical reaction? Thank you. Concentration, it depends on the concentration of that particular substance. Let's assume we have the concentration of the sugar, cube of sugar. If you add the cube of sugar into and you have crystal solid of sugar into the water, which one will dissolve more faster? It means, as you can see, that that particular sugar in form of cube, you can see the bond between that one is even more stronger than the one in form of solute. What I mean is that the sugar in form of solute, you understand, that one will more diffuse faster in water than the sugar in form of cube. Why? Because of their what? Concentration. So in that sense, the higher the concentration, the lower the rate of chemical reaction. But the lower the rate of chemical reaction, the higher the what? Concentration. So it means that the rate of chemical reaction is inversely proportional to the concentration. Now as you can see, concentration, I said reactant particles collide. Reactant particles collide. As you can see, when the reactant particle collide, more often if they are crowded in what, in small space, that is frequency of the collision frequency of the collision is dependent on what, upon concentration. It means that now it depends. If you grind that particular cube of sugar, do you understand, it will be more better than the one in form of what, cube. So in that sense, the higher the concentration, the lower the rate of chemical reaction. But the higher the rate of chemical reaction, or the faster the rate of chemical reaction, the lower the what, concentration. Now as you can see, I said an increase or decrease in concentration of the reactant will result in a corresponding increase. It means when the concentration increases, when there is an increase in concentration, then we have the what, we have the slower rate of chemical reaction. But when there is decrease in concentration, we have the faster rate of chemical reaction. So that is it. Then, and I said